Hey everybody, it's Connie Whitlock with PHMOmag, and I'm here with Mark Lopez at our local fire department. Hi Mark.
Hi.
How you doing?
Doing good.
How long have you been here?
I've been with Pleasant Hill for 5 years now.
5 years? And you are the chief, right?
I am the fire
You're
chief.
the head honcho.
Well, that's what they say.
How many people do you have here serving?
So we've got roughly 35 people that serve here within our district. Mass majority of those are full-time employees, but we still do have some part-time employees. So,
Okay.
which we really like. Kind of helps open our demographic of people that we have that can serve, and many of them obviously work full-time at other fire departments, and so their knowledge and experiences.
So we share
really
with other
helpful,
fire
so-
departments?
Yeah, with some.
Okay.
Kind of from all around, and we have a part-time captain that still works for us part-time.
Who's that?
His name is Scott Rutherford,
Okay.
and Scott has been with the organization now for over 30 years, and
Oh,
so
wow.
he brings a lot of knowledge and experience. So we
Nice.
love keeping him around, and he
Yeah.
does a great job. So yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the fires that have been happening recently.
Sure.
Has there been 2 or 3 houses burned down?
We've had two house
Okay.
fires here within the last 10 days at least.
Okay.
Both with different causes.
Mhm.
So a lot of things happen when seasons start to change. So we obviously cover more than just the city of Pleasant Hill. We cover 101 square miles, so we have a lot of rural area as well.
Okay.
Um,
Were these rural or were these city?
those two specifically, the last 10 days were in the city. So,
Okay.
yeah.
What about the one out on BB? There was one that burnt down
There
out
was
there.
one out there on BB as
Yeah.
well. So yeah, I had.
Was
had
that you
one out
guys,
there.
or was that-
us. That's
okay.
ours as well. So,
I passed it. I'm like,
yeah.
where'd it go?
And unfortunately, that house was not occupied, so that's
Alright.
a good thing. But the unfortunate thing was it was a total loss.
Yeah.
Not a lot of traffic there overnight. That probably started in the wee morning hours,
Okay.
and then when people started getting up and going to work, they drove by.
They
and
saw a house that
yeah.
wasn't there
So,
anymore.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that thing just burned to the ground too.
did.
All I saw was a toilet and a fireplace.
Right.
That was
That's,
it.
yeah. The owner there in that property, they actually live out of the country, so.
Seriously.
Yeah, so they live
Oh.
overseas, and they
They
rent
lost a
that.
house.
They did. So they rent that property out. The folks that were going to move in there, I think, have a pretty good relationship with the owners. So
Okay.
they're looking at actually rebuilding that home, which would be
Okay.
great.
And so what was the cause of these fires?
So different causes. So
Uh-huh.
one of them in particular, can't get into too many specifics because it is being investigated.
One of,
so,
okay.
yeah,
That's
so-
interesting.
Yeah, so that does happen from time
Yeah.
to time.
Things that are interesting.
So that one's currently being investigated. Our Deputy Chief of Fire Operations, Chief Bridges, is investigating that. And,
Okay.
so there's been no charges filed or anything like that, but that fire we do believe was set, and so
Oh, interesting.
yeah.
Okay.
So that does happen.
Have you read the history of Pleasant Hill
Some.
and
Yeah.
the fires that were set downtown,
Yes,
like
it's
frequently?
very
Yeah.
interesting. So I like to read about it, but sometimes I like to hear the stories from people here that
That
have
remember
heard
them or heard them down
passed
the
down. Yeah. So.
Mhm. That's
Yeah.
interesting, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is.
Somebody was a pyromaniac.
Right. One of the other fires, though, is something that's really kind of taking the country by storm, and that is lithium-ion batteries. So these batteries, when they are plugged in, they can explode, they can overheat, especially ones that are manufactured overseas. So many times we see people that'll buy a new gadget or a toy or even a tool that runs off of these batteries. When they get the item, if the battery goes bad, they typically will go to their local online shopping, and they buy kind of a knockoff version of that battery. They'll install it. There's no regulation on those batteries that they buy from overseas, and so when they replace the marketed with the aftermarket, that was the cause of that fire. Fortunately, the homeowner had done some research about where to charge those things at, charged it outside. It did catch fire, caught the back of their house on fire.
Wow.
Crews got there, made a great stop. The homeowner did a great job of making sure that they had a good plan, got everybody out.
What time of day was it?
That was about 11:30 at night. So,
Okay.
and they were, because it was outside the house, no smoke detectors went off or anything like that. They woke up to glass breaking though. The heat had broken a back glass, and so their thought
Wow.
process was, maybe I have an intruder in my home. So they had contacted 911. Dispatchers did a good job of getting information. And then once they went to kind of investigate,
It's
it's like,
do you
oh,
know
no,
you
wait
have
a
a
minute.
fire
The back of the
in
house
back of
is
your
on
house?
fire. So,
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a good partnership with police officers. So they
Mhm.
responded as well and confirmed that it was a fire.
And that was, what was the BB one? Do you know?
The one on BB, we did investigate. We believe that was probably electrical.
Okay.
Because the home was unattended. It did have full service in there, and they had just fully renovated that entire home. So
No
they made a
kidding.
significant investment and renovated the entire inside of the home.
Yeah.
The people were moving in. That was on a Friday. They were moving in on Monday.
And they have no home.
Got no home.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's too bad.
Fire is truly devastating. It
I
really
know
is.
another fire that was started a few years ago from, you know, those pots that you, what do they call those things? They're like clay pots and you have a fire in them on your
Yeah.
deck.
Yeah.
And they had one on their deck and it wasn't totally out and they went to bed and the next morning.
We see that a lot,
Yeah.
especially with conditions right now when we're still pretty dry. We had a good stretch of rain there, but we're still pretty dry. But the deck surfaces and porches and things like that wood is typically
Wood catches
old, so
fire.
It does catch fire. So yeah, anytime, I mean, this time of the season, people love to have their outside fires, whether they're just recreational or having a nice little bonfire.
Mhm.
Really need to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make sure those are fully extinguished before they go to bed.
And how do you know if you cannot start a fire in the city? I mean, how do you know? I
Sure.
know that there's kind of
Yeah, great question.
warnings.
Yeah, they can always, obviously, they can follow all our social medias because we put that stuff out. in
Okay.
those warnings. We've got our National Weather Service here that provides us with all that information. So they are great at
Okay.
giving that information to us. Then we push that out. So we do recommend, though, if people question it at all, to call us. Because if not, this is what happens. Tones go off and
Yeah.
they send us. But call the fire station here. We have a 7-digit number. It's posted. Just call us and say, hey, is it okay to burn? We're going to give you recommendations of, today the weather is 30 miles per hour.
Right.
We really don't
Today would not
recommend-
be good.
Not a good day
No.
to burn. So then we give the recommendations of, yeah, this is a great time to burn.
Okay.
Staff will also say, are you burning a brush pile? If you are, have you kind of cleared the area? What have you done to prepare it? And some people are like, well, I've just been accumulating brush for 3 years
Yeah.
and now I want to burn it.
Yeah.
It's really not a great idea sometimes.
Yeah.
So we just,
What if it rains like really hard for a week? Is that, and it's not
super
windy?
helpful. As
Okay.
long as it's not windy, as long as there's some saturation of the ground with moisture, that's
Okay.
really helpful and beneficial.
Okay. So October, you said, now we missed it, but October is what, Fire Prevention Month.
It is.
So what would you have said to them?
Right. So with Fire Prevention Month, this year was kind of it's called a Fire Safe. It was the thing that the National Fire Safety Council pushed out, that we really want our local residents to kind of take an investment in making sure they have smoke detectors that work in their home. We really would like to see people have small kitchen fire extinguishers that they can put in the kitchen or in the garage.
How many people do you think have those?
It's probably
Because I
pretty
never thought about
limited.
having, you know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty limited.
Okay.
But one of the number one causes of fires in the United States start in the kitchen.
Okay.
So that's in the top 90%.
Couldn't be the bathroom because that's water.
Right, yeah.
So all the fires in the
in
kitchen.
Lots of kitchen fires. So really want people to look at those. It's
What
pretty-
kind would
pretty
you
cheap
get?
investment. So you can go to any of your local big box stores. They have them there. They're small, wall mounted, because typically people will put those underneath the sink.
Yeah, because they don't look so beautiful
They
on the
don't.
wall, Mark.
It usually gets right next to the stove, so
Yeah.
you have to get by the fire to put it out. So
So where would
we
you put it on the
typically-
wall?
every kitchen that you have, if you have a garage, typically the garage is directly off the kitchen.
Yes.
Or it
okay.
has a runway right through there.
Hallway.
So we would recommend in the garage is
Okay.
really the best place to stow those.
Just put it right on the wall, right outside
right
the
on the
door,
wall,
and you
yeah.
can just.
We recommend 4 feet from the doorway, so that way
Alright.
you could reach right out inside the door. And
Are
grab
they
that.
easy to use? I mean, how do they
Super
work?
easy, yeah, super easy.
just-
So there's a mnemonic that we use. It's called pass.
Okay.
There's a pin in there that keeps it from going off all the
Okay.
time. So you just pull that pin out.
Yeah.
You aim it at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle, and
Uh-huh.
sweep it back and forth. So pass, pull, aim, squeeze, sweep.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And my future son-in-law about a year ago did have a kitchen fire.
Oh, wow.
Burnt down half the kitchen and had to have like surgery on his hand. It
Holy
does
smokes.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy
Wow.
smokes, literally.
No kidding.
Yeah. But didn't know how to use the
extinguisher.
Sure. So go ahead and make sure that you use the pass,
Yep.
which is
Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep.
Yeah, maybe look at that and make sure you know how to use it, right?
Yeah. We just had an opportunity, the Cass County Public Library, who has, they have 8 or 9 branches across Cass County. We had the opportunity to teach all of their staff, so close to 100 staff
Very
members.
nice. Yeah.
Taught all of them from all over the county on how to use extinguishers, because books, as you might realize, that those burn, and so we don't want fires in
The books burn.
in the library. So
No, you have no idea. When I bought the Times in 2020, that thing was all paper. And when I talk about paper, old paper,
right.
Very dry, brittle paper, the whole building. Wow. Yeah, I can't tell you how much paper we got rid of.
Yeah.
But now all the journals are up at the History Museum, so you might want to go up there and
take a look.
Take a look. Yeah, make sure they have their fire extinguisher ready.
Up to date and ready to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, is there anything else you'd like to say?
I mean, for us here, things are going really well. We love the Pleasant Hill community, but with the change in seasons, the next biggest thing is that when it starts to get cold, people will overload electrical circuits in their home. So if you're going to use a heater inside your house, plug it directly into the wall. We see lots of extension cords being run, stuff like that.
Right.
If for some reason there's ever a question, if you've got an electrical issue, if you're smelling burnt odor, smoke, anything like that, call 911.
Yeah.
Just call us. We'll come out.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you anything. Your tax dollars pay for that. So we'll come out. We'll take a look. If you see something, just call. We'd love to come out.
What about the elderly who can't get out and do their fire stuff?
Yeah. Just call us.
We're more
than happy to come out. So we install lots of smoke detectors. We have a program with the American Red Cross that we offer one smoke detector to every home.
Okay.
It's at no charge. We'll come and install it. Some people have them and they go, well, I just can't reach it because the batteries and things.
So if you can't get around and you have nobody, call the fire department at what number?
Sure, 816-540-9108.
Okay.
So 540-9108. You'll get one of the staff members here. They'll get your information, and it doesn't have to be right then. You can set up a time ahead of time for us to come, or we're kind of a bedroom community at times, so we have people that work, and so if it's after hours or if it has to be on the weekend, it's all about safety. So
they would much rather put that in your home than be there putting out a fire. So
1,000%. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mark. I
Thank
appreciate your time.
No worries.
So
I'm glad to do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. Bye.